Okay, let's talk about how to recruit top-tier, experienced real estate agents. You know, the pros. They're probably the biggest growth lever a brokerage has, but they've heard every single pitch in the book. So how in the world do you get them to actually listen and make a move?
It really all starts with asking the right question. Why do most of these pitches to veteran agents just completely fall flat? I mean, think about it. They've seen it all, right? The big promises, the rah-rah culture meetings, all the vague claims. The old playbook, it just doesn't work on agents who are already successful.
And that brings us to the core idea here, right up front. The key isn't a better sales pitch, it's a better business case. You have to remember, these experienced agents are basically CEOs of their own company. They make decisions based on numbers, on efficiency, and on cold, hard proof, not on hype.
So, what does this audience really want? Well, I can tell you it's not another cheerleader. It's a business partner who can genuinely improve their bottom line and give them back their single most valuable asset, their time.
And this chart, it just lays out the shift in thinking perfectly. They're so tired of hearing about hustle culture. What they want to see are systems that make their life easier, real operational ease. They've had enough of the vague promises. They demand transparent economics. And you can forget about mandatory meetings. They're looking for a community of peers they can actually collaborate with, on their own terms.
So, the crucial point is their decision almost always boils down to these three things. They're asking themselves, is there a real financial upside here, without any weird hidden fees? Is this move actually going to make my day-to-day work smoother and save me time? And can I be part of a high-level community without someone breathing down my neck?
Okay, so with that in mind, let's get into building an offer that's so logical it's pretty much impossible to ignore. For a veteran agent, an irresistible offer isn't about flashiness. It's about making the decision to switch feel both really smart and, just as importantly, really safe.
Now this slide right here, this is your single most effective tool. It's a simple side-by-side profit and loss statement, and you use their numbers. You start with their gross commission income, their GCI. Then you subtract their current splits and fees, things like errors and emissions insurance, tech fees, and you just show them with no fluff how their net income changes under your model. The math, well, the math does all the talking for you.
So after the math clicks, you have to tackle their number one fear, the absolute hassle of moving. A documented white-glove 48-hour switching plan shows them you respect their business and you have a rock-solid process to protect their deals. This just removes all that friction and anxiety from the decision. An offer is just a promise, right? The proof is in the systems. You have to literally show them the infrastructure that makes all those financial and operational benefits a reality. It's all about showing, not just telling.
And check this out, because this is where a lot of brokers get it wrong. Take a look at where these veterans actually want you to invest. Notice how tiny that slice for lead gen systems is. For them, systems that save time, like great tech and amazing transaction support, are way more valuable. They want leverage, not just more leads. So when you present your tech stack, you've got to frame it like this, not as a list of software, but as a set of solutions to their headaches. A collaboration hub? That just means fewer emails. A knowledge base? That means instant answers at 10 p.m. Fast compliance and marketing templates? That means getting listings live faster. You're literally selling them time back into their day.
And this is how you build a culture that top producers actually want to be a part of. It's not forced fun. It's not a mandatory meeting they dread. It's an optional, high-value, agenda-driven forum where they can share what's actually working in the trenches right now. This provides huge value, and most importantly, it respects their autonomy.
Okay, so you've built the irresistible offer, and you've got the proof to back it up. Now, how do you even start the conversation? The messaging has to be just as strategic as the offer itself if you want to take an agent from just being curious to actually being committed. Just look at this opener. It's kind of perfect, isn't it? It starts by acknowledging their success, which is always respectful. Then it immediately pivots to a high-level business question that's focused on their goals. You're not asking for a meeting, you're inviting them to think strategically about their own business. It's a pull, not a push. You are absolutely going to run into this one. And you know what? It's a totally valid feeling. An agent's relationship with their broker can be really strong. How you respond to this objection is a critical test. It's a make or break moment. And this is the perfect way to handle it. First, you validate them. You should be. That immediately disarms them. Then you reframe the entire conversation. It's not about breaking something old, It's about exploring what's next, what the next phase of their career could look like. You pivot right back to that logical, no-pressure business case.
And really, it all comes down to this one simple question you have to ask yourself. Are you out there selling just another dream, or are you actually solving their biggest business problems? Stop selling culture and start solving for shrinking margins, for operational headaches, for a lack of time. Because when you become the obvious solution, the decision to join you, well, it's not a leap of faith anymore. It's just simple logic.